Robinson Crusoe, a story of survival and adventure. Robinson Crusoe, a young man from England, dreams of adventure and exploration. Despite warnings from his family, he sails away, yearning for excitement and fortune. However, fate has different plans. After a violent storm sinks his ship, Crusoe finds himself stranded on a deserted island with no way to contact the outside world. Alone, scared, and facing the prospect of a life without hope, Crusoe must learn to survive in the wild and adapt to the harsh conditions of his new world. The story begins as Crusoe embarks on a journey across the seas with a ship full of hopes and dreams. But a fierce storm strikes, and the ship is caught in the raging waves. The ship is torn apart by the storm's power, and Crusoe, clinging to a piece of wreckage, is washed ashore on a remote, uncharted island. Alone and confused, he stumbles onto the beach, his world turned upside down. After assessing his surroundings, he realizes the gravity of his situation. He's stranded in an unknown land, with nothing but the clothes on his back. With no tools, no food, and no idea how to survive, Crusoe's first challenge is simply finding shelter. He manages to create a crude hut from palm fronds and other materials he can find on the island, but it's only the beginning of his struggle. In the early days of his isolation, Crusoe faces many difficulties. The island, beautiful in its isolation, is also dangerous. He must hunt for food, find fresh water, and defend himself from wild animals. He starts to become resourceful, using everything he has, from the wreckage of his ship to the natural resources around him. His first major triumph comes when he uses pieces of the wreck to craft basic tools. An axe, a knife, and a shovel. These tools help him build more permanent shelter, cultivate crops, and even hunt for food. Despite his growing resourcefulness, Crusoe is haunted by loneliness. He frequently talks to himself, longing for the companionship he left behind. In his solitude, he learns to rely on his own instincts and wits, slowly growing stronger both physically and mentally. Years pass, and Crusoe's life on the island becomes routine. He has tamed animals, built a more secure home, and even developed a farm. But everything changes when Crusoe discovers signs of human life on the island. One day, while exploring, he stumbles upon a group of hostile natives preparing to sacrifice one of their own. Crusoe, hiding behind rocks, watches as they bind the man, but the prisoner escapes, running towards the edge of the island. Crusoe intervenes, rescuing the man, and the two quickly form a bond of friendship. Crusoe names the man Friday after the day he saved him. Despite their language barrier and cultural differences, they begin to communicate. Crusoe teaches Friday English and the ways of survival, while Friday teaches him about his own people and their customs. Over time, their bond grows, and Crusoe comes to see Friday not just as a companion, but as a trusted friend. Together, they improve their life on the island. Crusoe introduces new techniques of survival, while Friday helps him in ways Crusoe never expected. Through their teamwork, they build a better shelter, increase food production, and become more secure from potential threats. Though Crusoe is content in his life with Friday, he remains haunted by the thought of returning to England and the possibility of freedom. For years, he has thought of his family, wondering if they still believe he is alive. He has no way of knowing what has become of his former life. Yet, as time passes, he grows more restless. One day, a ship arrives on the horizon. Crusoe and Friday, working together, signal the ship. The captain of the ship, initially unaware of Crusoe's past, comes ashore, and Crusoe learns that the ship has come to the island due to a mutiny among the crew. The captain, grateful for Crusoe's help in defeating the mutineers, offers to take him back to England. As Crusoe prepares to leave the island, he reflects on the years he spent in isolation, the lessons he learned, and the bond he forged with Friday. He recognizes that survival is not just about fighting the elements but about friendship, trust, and the willingness to adapt to the world around him. Before leaving, Crusoe bids farewell to the island that had been both his prison and his sanctuary. He is grateful for the skills and wisdom he has gained but is eager to return to civilization. As he sails away from the island, Crusoe watches the land disappear in the distance, a bittersweet farewell to a place that shaped him into the man he has become. The story of Robinson Crusoe is not just about physical survival. It is about the resilience of the human spirit, the power of adaptation, and the importance of companionship. Crusoe's journey teaches him that while strength and independence are vital, true survival lies in the relationships we build and the trust we place in others. Crusoe's life on the island, though difficult, is transformative, and it leaves him with a deeper understanding of life and humanity. When he returns to England, Crusoe is a changed man, no longer the ambitious young man who sought adventure, but one who understands that survival, in its truest sense, is not about conquering nature, but about finding balance, purpose, and friendship in even the most challenging circumstances. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Wide Scope for more diverse content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Also, please suggest ways I can create better quality videos so that I can provide you with even better content in the future.